Flat earthers love posting the Gleason's map. They have it all over the place. It's their profile pictures, backgrounds, posters, shirts, somewhere it is necklaces, and even have it as bed blankets. So today, we're not arguing, we're not debating, we're testing it, using something anyone can verify. Real flights with real times on real routes. And if you're a flat earther and you're genuine and watching this, stay till the end and show me where I did something wrong. So this is the Gleason's map, and if it's true, distances on this map should match reality, or at least get really close. Because airlines don't just guess at what they're doing. They plan flights based on cost, timing, demand, and reality. So if this map is correct, flight times and routes should line up. Let's start with direct flights out of Perth. For those of you that don't know, direct flights mean non-stop. They go from point A to point B. You can see Perth selected here. Now, if we fly from Perth to Dubai, it is 11 hours and 5 minutes. And if we fly from Perth to Johannesburg, it's 11 hours and 5 minutes. Also 11 hours and 25 minutes if we wanted to take that flight instead. But they're basically the same flight time. And if we look at those flight paths on a Gleason's map, Dubai is measurably closer to Perth than Johannesburg. Yet they're the same flight time. Now, just for giggles, let's look at Perth to Rome. That is a 16-hour and 40-minute flight. And if we look over at the Gleason's map, it looks like it's closer than Johannesburg. Now we zoomed in, and what we're going to do is slightly adjust those lines and compare. So if you look here, we have the blue line and the green line. That is Perth to Johannesburg and Perth to Dubai, taking the same amount of time. This is in hours. Yet, when we look here, Dubai stops here and Johannesburg is way over here. And then if we add in Rome, that's an extra 5 hours added to our flight time. But it's shorter than Johannesburg and longer than Dubai. That's weird that it takes 5 hours longer to travel that much less distance. Maybe Australia was a fluke. So what we'll do is look at flights out of Johannesburg. We're still doing nonstop, and we're doing flights only. Let's go straight north, well, mostly north, and we'll check Madrid first. So Madrid, the flight is 10 hours and 10 minutes. And then Sao Paulo, which is right over here, just across the water, 10 hours and 30 minutes. Again, they're basically the same amount of time. And when we map that on the Gleason's map, it looks like Madrid is about half the distance. Let's adjust those and compare. So yeah, it looks like Madrid is a little more than half of the distance, yet these are the same exact flight times. If Flat Earth was real, either the flight to Madrid should be half the time, or the flight to Sao Paulo should be double the time. But that didn't happen. You know, maybe Sao Paulo was an error as well. So let's check Santiago, Chile, and we'll go to the other southern continent. Well, first, let's do everybody's favorite flight, Santiago to Sydney. This flight is 15 hours and 15 minutes. Then if let's do Santiago to New York. That is 10 hours and 45 minutes. And then, because we already used Madrid for another one, we'll do Santiago to Madrid at 12 hours and 40 minutes. Now let's see what those look like on the Gleason's map. So to Sydney is the longest, Madrid seems to be about the middle, and New York is the shortest on the Gleason's map. And New York is way closer to Santiago than Sydney is. The flight times seem to not really line up. We'll do the comparison here. So the blue and the green almost make sense. Not quite, but almost, where it takes an extra 2 hours to go like a third the more distance. But this makes no sense. 10 hours to go this little distance, but only 15 to go 3 times as far. So one of two things, either Santiago to Sydney should take about 30 hours, or Santiago to New York should take about 5. So this isn't one weird route. It's not cherry picking random things. It's the entire world. Airlines don't make guesses. They operate on precise distances because mistakes cost millions. This wasn't complicated. We didn't use NASA. We didn't use satellites. We used real flights that anyone can go and book. And the Gleason map failed yet again. And to be completely honest, every single flat Earth map that you choose will fail when you plot multiple flights and test it against real world data. But you know what doesn't fail every test like a flat map does? The globe. Because every airline, every shipping company, and every logistics system on Earth depends on the globe being what it is. Test the claim yourself. Stop falling for internet memes because you want to feel special.